I'm obviously Darren. You introduced me. I work in construction-based business. The name of my business is Quick Cut. We do everything from small concrete cutting and concrete infill jobs to large commercial projects, demolition, anything specialised to do with concrete, basically. Concrete repairs, remediation, protective coating systems, a variety of different industries that we work within. We're in the mining, industrial and commercial sectors. We do dabble in a bit of residential as well. And basically, quite a diverse range of services that we offer. We've been doing it now for about 13, 14 years. It was actually January when I was sitting at home having a bit of time off. I'm not the sort of person that spends my time doing nothing. I was still trying to work on some things with the business, and I was actually on LinkedIn and Instagram and looking at some business pages and some coaching stuff on those platforms. And I stumbled across the Game Changers. It was actually Barry was doing a video, and he just spoke about what the Game Changers does and what they can do to help. When we did our game plan, I had to write down my 3 goals, and I've already ticked off like the number 1 goal. That's something that I've been trying to do for 10 years. Whether it was a bit of a coincidence, but I definitely feel like the universe was trying to tell me something, like jump on with the Game Changers, and things have definitely changed. That was basically buying the business and getting rid of the family element from the company, which has happened. We've actually backdated that to July 1st of last year. And yes, I've ticked off that number 1 biggest goal in the first 30 days, basically. So definitely has given me a positive mindset for the year, even amongst all the coronavirus talk. I feel like I've got mentors, I've got guys that I can chat to. The group's great. Yourself and Michael and Miranda, always open to have a conversation or pick up the phone and ring you. So for me, the biggest win was definitely claiming my business, and what I've learned, and the biggest takeaway has been structuring my day, actually putting that into a calendar and saying, right, I'm gonna do 2 hours of this, I'm gonna do 4 hours of this, an hour of this. Obviously, it's not going to be set in stone, but trying to be more, I guess, just plan more and be more succinct with what I want to do is important to me. And that's definitely been the biggest learning and takeaway for me from you guys. And the results are starting to show for themselves. I'm starting to systemize invoicing, things that I've been doing the same way for 10 years. I'm starting to change those things already. And I'm 60 days in now. So COVID-19 hasn't affected us at the moment. We've had maybe a small amount of projects put on hold. The projects definitely haven't been cancelled. They've just been put on hold because of the risk factors associated with coronavirus, and companies trying to cut down on non-essential services. It was specifically in the mining sector that we've had a few small cancellations of jobs. But it's definitely been, for me, I'm definitely aggressive in this time. I feel like the Game Changers has given me that confidence to be aggressive. You guys are challenging me still to go out and reach my goals, get my goals, and get after it. I've always been a glass half full type of guy. I'm definitely not a pessimist. I'm always an optimist in business, but it's definitely nice to be able to lean on yourself, lean on Michael, and say, hey guys, this is what I'm thinking of doing. What do you think? 9 times out of 10, you guys are just like, what would you do normally? Go out, get after it, get it done, systemize your invoicing, get an estimator on board. Now's the time when, the best entrepreneurs, the best business owners capitalize on these opportunities and, can make money and go and basically launch themselves into another, on another level, you know what I mean? So with regards to the coronavirus, it's probably affecting my business positively at the moment, because I'm definitely being aggressive in my thought processes. Yeah. Look, the people that are thinking about working with the game changers, I think that there's always a little bit of skepticism with something new. You're thinking about, okay, it's this amount of money, like, can I afford it? Are they going to teach me things that I don't already know? I think that all the game changers are from a completely different backgrounds. Everyone's from different backgrounds. So that's really great to be able to lean on those guys. We get a lot of help in the SHERP calls. The intensive last week was great, the 2-day intensive. There's a community feel. You can ask questions to like-minded individuals. And it's just a place that you can all come together and have a chat about your concerns. It's very raw. Some of the other members being on the calls crying and expressing their worries and their concerns. We can get on there and tell them, okay, are you thinking about this? Can you do this to implement? How can you pivot your business? What are your strengths? At this time, like, do you have a large group of staff that are amazing, or do you have lots of cash in the bank, or do you have different expertise that you can capitalize on in the coronavirus? There are businesses that are booming. You only have to look at Woolworths, for example, home delivery services. Like, can you pivot your business to do those things? I definitely think Game Changers has made me think about doing those sorts of things. Definitely being more positive, taking more positivity into every day and thinking, okay, what can I do? And the things that I'm implementing at the moment, I'm looking at fumigation and cleaning and, which is all centered around construction and my existing clientele, and basically pivoting within my business to say, okay, can I keep 4 guys busy doing this full time for the next 6 months? So I guess now more than ever, it's more important to spend money on your business if you can afford to do that, to ensure that you are a business in 6, 12, 18 months time. It's really important, from my perspective, to be spending the money now to hopefully save yourself from liquidation administration in the near future. With regards to coronavirus, a lot of people are very pessimistic about the situation. Everyone's concerned. I understand it's critical to our health system. It can have a big impact, but you've got to look at the positives. We live in a great country. We can isolate from the rest of the world. Our borders are shut. Our leaders are being very positive. They're going to spend $1 trillion in our economy. Where are the opportunities to capitalize on that money being spent? There's definitely opportunities to be had.